I want to start by thanking NIU, Dr. Freeman, the Alumni Association. I'm so deeply grateful for this honor today, and I'm privileged for being selected to represent the College of Business and the many graduates over the years. If you had asked me 25 years ago if I would be here today, I would have said, yes. I always thought I was great. And very humble. No, seriously, I didn't see myself here because I actually had a rocky first few months at NIU. I started college at 16, and it wasn't because of my analytical chops or a sense of achievement or smarts or potential that I had a rocky first start. It was just the challenge of juggling everything at once and really learning how to properly adult when you are that young and on your own. And I actually ended my first semester on what was ominously known as the freshman warning list. And I don't know if we still have that, but that came complete with a note home that, of course, I conveniently forgot to mention to my parents until they got the letter. So to the parents in the room, if you have children like I do, don't worry, the kids turn out fine. And I've actually come to realize a little bit of what goes around comes around. I have 3 sons of my own right now, and I have one with me today. My son Sean is 11, and he's able to join us today. So, some of us just need a little bit of a jolt to recalibrate our course. And a part of me being back on track was that, as far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be in business. I don't know if it was Hollywood, the movies, but I had these vivid images in my mind of getting dressed up for work, commuting. I don't know why I was fascinated with commuting, but it was like, let me get on the L, let me get on the Metro, let me drive to work, and I'm like, road rage, being on public transportation with people, this is not glamorous at all. I've now experienced it for more than 2 decades, and there's nothing fascinating about it, but what I realized is that what I really wanted to do was be a part of something that is incredibly significant, and I've had the opportunity to do that. And both of my parents were actually in business, and they were my earliest role models. And my mom is here today, and I want to express my gratitude to my parents. My mom, Mary, my dad, Joe, who has passed away, and I want to thank them for their unwavering support, for setting an example, and just for always nurturing my dreams and my endeavors. One of the earliest business lessons that I received was that popular saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I do believe that there is this truth in the influence of connections, but what I also soon realized once I got into the workplace is that that statement doesn't really paint the full picture. Because first, what you know absolutely matters. And more importantly, it's how you apply that knowledge that truly counts. And my time at NIU prepared me for a career in business. The knowledge and the skills that I acquired during my 4 years here, it really did lay the foundation for my success in marketing research and beyond. First, I was so happy after I passed UBIS 310 and 311, the 9-credit-hour class that you needed just to get into the College of Business, that I literally felt like I could accomplish anything in the entire world. So if there is no other purpose for that class than to instill a deep sense of confidence in us, mission accomplished. But NIU didn't just educate us. My time here really equipped me with tools to contribute to society, to drive positive change, to allow me to apply my knowledge where it truly mattered. And I'm now grateful to be a part of the Presidential Advisory Council, to lend my expertise from my working experience to the future of this institution, which I'm grateful to do. And it's worth noting that my first jobs were right here in DeKalb. I had a stint at the NIU Public Opinion Lab, Dakota Direct, which is a telemarketing company. Please don't hold that against me. I had bills to pay. I worked at Harold's Chicken, and I worked at Opportunity House in Sycamore. Second, that it's not just who you know, it's also about recognizing and cherishing the people who you encounter on your journey. And thankfully, I was fortunate to be surrounded by wonderful individuals from the start. my brother Joe and my sister-in-law Lynn, who he met at Washington University Law School. They are shining examples of both parenting and how to lead fulfilling lives. And I'm really proud to always use their lives as a blueprint for my own. And I also hold dear memories of my childhood friends, Anitra and Catherine, who for the most part kept me out of trouble. Anitra and I are also sorority sisters in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She was my roommate here at NIU. We have our share of adventures at McCabe's on Lincoln Highway. And fortunately, back then, there were no smartphones, there was no Instagram for documentation. So, there's that. But as you just heard, meeting good people really took on a new meaning for me when I crossed paths with Dr. Dee Moranville here at NIU. Her class was sort of like a rite of passage. But I embraced that challenge, and she played a pivotal role in my career when she wrote that letter of recommendation for me to get my first job at Nielsen, where I progressed up to the senior vice president level, and I'm so grateful to have crossed paths with her. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, treating people well has been my guiding principle throughout my career. Whether at Nielsen, where I worked alongside my colleagues, Liz and Jenny, or at Ferrara, where I met Al, Tola, Alden, and Jeanette, who have been instrumental. We just achieved great milestones because we valued each other, and I'm glad that you all are here with me today. So I just like us to rethink that saying, instead of saying it's not what you know, it's who you know, and to say it's not what you know, but how you use it. It's not who you know, but how you treat them. And so that's my core belief. It shaped how I approach my life. It reminds me that even in the world of business, how we treat people should take center stage. Not like a transaction, even when we're doing one, but with empathy and respect. And lastly, before I conclude, I just want to express my deep gratitude to my husband, Jamel, who has also had an indelible mark on my life. Our daily conversations about work. As two entrepreneurs, working from home is an adventure itself. We Zoom call each other sometimes from our separate offices in the same house. And I just appreciate his support every day. So thank you, NIU. Thank you for this honor. Let's all remember, it's not what you know, but how you use it. It's not who you know, but how you treat them, and apply that every day. Thank you all.